Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa Rasulil Kareem. Amma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected viewers, it is indeed an honor and privilege to share this platform here today with our brothers from the Markaz As-Sunnah, that's from the Somali community that has established himself here in Cape Town in South Africa. Indeed, it's an honor and privilege to share this platform and to know the efforts they are making to contribute to the welfare of the Somali community, and at the same time their contribution to the economy of South Africa and also to the Islamic welfare within the Western Cape and South Africa. I want to acknowledge also that the Somali community, our brothers and sisters in Islam, continue to play a very important role, and also to share their expertise and ability to do business within our communities as small business, as what we call free market business, for people to survive when there are very few job opportunities and there are not many opportunities for small business people. So I think they have also taught our local communities what it is to do business and to be able to survive even under difficult times. My visit here today is, of course, at the request of the Markaz As-Sunnah, and of course I've been hosted by members of the Executive Committee, Sheikh Abdullah, and of course we have our brother Ahmed, who is the Secretary, and of course members of the Executive that have joined him here today. And the purpose of this visit is, of course, to share my experiences and my advice, being a South African, being part of this community, being also the Speaker of Parliament for the Western Cape, and my involvement with the broader Muslim community and its organizations, and understanding the affairs of our society, that I share my experience with them in order for them to organize their community in a better way, to be able to function more effectively, to deal with issues of education for both their children and the adults of the Muslim community of Somalia, to look at the building and infrastructure and what are the requirements of government that they've got to comply with. And I think there's every intention to work together with the South African society, and in particular the Muslim community of Cape Town, and with the government of the day, and not to breach the regulations that govern buildings, that govern society. And I think this is very positive, that we are here to cooperate in the best interest of our people and the interest of our country. So today I've come to share with them information of how to build relationships with government, how to build relationships with the broader non-government organizations, with the religious fraternities, with the community-based organizations, and with other faith-based organizations, like Islam desires that we should develop things in terms of وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى, that we cooperate in everything which is good and righteous, and that we do not cooperate in anything which causes enmity and rancor and any fitna and fasad. So I think we are very clear in our mission and our role that we play. I also want to express my gratitude and also applaud the Somali leadership for investing into the Da'wah Islamiyah, which is important that people understand the message of Islam, the values of Islam, that they play a very proactive role, that people do not have any misconception about what Islam has to offer, and the welfare that Islam has at heart for everybody and not only for Muslims. I think that's a very important aspect of the community, and that the business people of the Somali community are also committed to this process. Of course, there are certain masajid that have been built, there's madrasas that have been built, because Islam is a diverse community. We share a religion, we share a deen, with all our differences. So in Islam, we pride ourselves on diversity and appreciate difference of opinion and express that tolerance. So in South Africa, we have been extremely fortunate that our country has gone through a lot of difficult times. we have reached our democracy. We continue to build our nation. And we have to appreciate, in the circumstances that we find ourselves, all the different viewpoints that can contribute to the common vision of a united South Africa. United South Africa that is not based on race, that is not based on any sex, and that's not based. So we have to take up that responsibility very seriously, that we benefit from the democracy. And of course, as Muslims, we are also wary and vigilant of the challenges within democracy. When we enjoy freedoms, we have to also put limitations as a Muslim community to those freedoms. And I think here we encourage our brothers and sisters from Somalia to take up that cause and to use this democracy in the best interest of the community and also in the best interest of South Africa. So we will continue to support one another and to invite people and communities to join us to help build a better nation. South Africa has learned from its past experiences that when it was in difficult times itself, we also resorted to neighboring countries and other countries to support our cause. I don't think we should ever forget it, the role other countries have played to help us during the years of struggle, and even our education that we receive were also at the goodwill of many other countries. Today we are here, we have returned to our country, we've come back to serve again and to build this country and to give and contribute to all those who may have not been that fortunate and those who enjoy today the benefits of the democracy. So I think today's meeting with Markaz As-Sunnah is one that is to be appreciated, one that is to be noted, and one that we can only build on our future relationship. I look forward to our future engagements and how we can share what is in the common interest and common good of both community and of society in South Africa. I thank you very much. Jazakallah khaira, shukran jazeelan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.